All right, here we are, first episode of Property Irene.
Woohoo! I'm excited.
Pumped. All right, got the intro music. Here we go. Turn that down a bit. All right, so what are we talking about today, Irene? I think it's our Wendouree investment, was it? Our first one?
Yes, our first investment gone wrong.
Go too wrong, but it didn't go too right either. All right, there she is. Gorgeous little property.
She's a stunner.
In Wendouree, yeah. Little three-bedder, I think it was, wasn't it?
Half-painted chimney.
Loved that bit. That was very appealing. Also, does look like it's weatherboard, but that's not actually weatherboard. That's
faux weatherboard.
some type of fiberglass faux weatherboard looking something. I never bothered pulling any of it off to try and see what was underneath.
Yep. An upgrade from a hut, really.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Which leads to lesson one.
On-site inspections.
Oh, yes.
Wherever possible, in person, if you can do them, because we bought this one without having seen it ourselves.
Sight
And
unseen.
Yes, we paid the price. Did we not, Irene?
Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we did. But
No.
we'll tell you more about it later on.
In this next slide, actually. Right, so it doesn't look too bad in the photos, but the photos, as you know, agents, they tend to take the best ones, they touch them up, all those little things they do. It wasn't as bright and airy as it looks. It wasn't quite as light filled, and the floors were, I mean, the heights deviated. It must have been 50, 60 mil in places. I mean, you'd notice it walking in from one end of the room to the next. You'd notice it underfoot. If you dropped a bag of marbles in there, they would scatter to all four corners of the earth. It was horrible. Yeah. And then there was the pink wall, which you might
lovely.
like. We didn't like. And the blue architraves, again. Not to everyone's taste.
And the curtains.
The curtains.
Let's not forget the curtains.
The sort of doily curtains, but they weren't really blocking much out, were they?
Good for a time, not for now.
Yeah, certainly a time passed. The kitchen, remember the kitchen?
Oh, yes.
Yes, I remember that kitchen. We had hopes and dreams of doing something with it.
It
But
stayed a hope and dream.
It did. It certainly did. Again, it doesn't look too bad in the photos. I suppose you look at it and think, oh, it's sort of functional and the paint's not too... No, the paint was terrible. Stainless steel sort of sink/bench top there. I mean, you've got your range hood that was from about 1953.
I'm not sure the cupboard doors opened properly either.
They didn't, and they were all weird old sort of sizes. I remember we went through a stage of trying to just maybe replace the cupboard doors, but they were all these weird sort of sizes, and without paying a cabinet maker to make all these weird custom sizes, it was going to cost quite a lot, and you might as well just put the whole thing out and start it again. So, what did we do? We left it.
It seemed like the most logical thing to do.
Due diligence. So this was where we decided later on that we might try and subdivide this property.
Yes, I mean, looking at the satellite map, because that's what you do when you're buying from afar, is you think, okay, well, it looks good on the map. Looks like there's enough sort of room for two driveways, but there was not.
There? No, there was not.
No, it was short of just, I don't know, a couple 100 mil or something.
Yes.
Maybe less.
Yeah, and that's where we started getting all sorts of suggestions and all sorts of crazy stuff like shaving back eaves and cutting back the roof sheets and all sorts of nonsense. And, we decided that once it gets to the point of those sorts of suggestions, you've got to sort of realise that your project is probably not viable.
Yes, and I think the quote we got back to complete the subdivision was around 80,000 conservative.
And what did they say the block would be worth after that?
150?
150, yeah. And that's not accounting for all the cost blowouts that you're bound to have. A few thousand here, a couple of thousand there, another couple of thousand here. And then it just makes your whole project really non-profitable.
Yes, it happens really, really easily.
Certainly does. Certainly does. We've experienced that in later projects, but we'll talk about that another time. What's this? What are we looking at?
We're looking at a beautiful picture of the power pole in front of the house, which was a pure oversight.
I thought we were appreciating that gorgeous gate and letterbox.
I thought you were going to say the red car.
Oh,
No, we're looking at the power. Cool. We're looking at the power pole.
Power pole. Why are we looking at that?
Very inconveniently located, right in front of the driveway, which meant
what would have been a driveway.
Yes. I mean, if we had managed to cut the eaves and managed to install a driveway, then we'll also need to factor in a 1 meter clearance around this power pole, which means a trickier crossover.
Which means paying the concreter and the designer more.
Yes, 100%.
Which would have been one of those blowouts that we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And
hang on a minute.
This one.
That's pretty much how we felt when we saw what was described to us as a bungalow/studio.
Yes.
I mean, there's lots of things I'd like to tell you about this particular bungalow/studio, but I'm sure you can pretty much guess them all just from looking at this photo.
Yes, and comes to lesson 3, don't fantasize, because I was fantasizing about converting this into a granny flat, renting it out
getting a
for
toilet and a shower in there.
extra toilet shower, for extra cash flow. Thought we were going to retire. No, we weren't.
We were not going to retire on this one.
No.
We weren't.
And
we never actually thought we were going to retire on this project, did we? No.
that was definitely a fantasy.
Yeah.
And it's the inside of that bungalow.
Blue. Very, very blue.
Yep. That's how we felt when we looked at it.
That's true. That's true. So we didn't end up actually touching this entire studio / bungalow. We just pretty much left it. And the tenants we had, I think surprisingly, it actually still had functional power connected to it,
Yes.
which was a major surprise. But yeah, the tenants ended up, I think, they had a chest freezer in there and a bunch of other stuff. And so they just, I don't know, bought their food in bulk and stored there.
Sort of handy, but not very functional for us or from an investment point of view.
Certainly not anything that's going to really add any real value.
No.
All right.
And lesson 4, check amenities.
What sort of amenities should we check?
The surroundings.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
And what was surrounding this property? If I recall, it was a primary school directly opposite.
Yes, this thing here, primary school. Again, an oversight, didn't seem like a big deal at the time, but if you think about it, the school pickups, drop-offs, it gets really busy. This is a busy road. It just was not appealing.
Certainly not too appealing if you've done something like a night shift and you've got home at 7:30 in the morning after a 12-hour shift in civil, something like that. Yes, I've been there. And then, kids are running around at 8 o'clock and bells are ringing and music's playing. It's, you're definitely not going to be too pleased with that.
Well, this is a map of the percentage of affordable housing in that area. And the red is not good.
Yes.
Meaning over 50% of the housing here is for affordable housing.
And what does that mean for quality of tenant, Irene?
Well, it means the socio-economic factor is quite low and the quality of tenants also quite low.
Which we learned very quickly and the hard way. We had some payment going rogue there for some time, didn't we?
Oh, yes.
Some VCAT phone calls and some agents not getting their calls returned. All sorts of stuff.
Following up rents is just something you wish you do not have to do as a landlord, and we had to do that a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put the stress on us a bit.
Now.
Oh, don't get robbed.
Don't get robbed. Lesson 5. Don't get robbed by the state government in this case.
The Victorian state government just decided to slap us with a $975 bill for not really any reason at all.
And for a $300,000 property, it's a fairly big amount relative to that.
Well, it's a fairly big amount for anyone at any time to just get slapped with for really no apparent reason. I mean,
yes.
What was it, the land tax assessment, all that sort of thing. But, don't get robbed to me these days sort of means just don't even bother investing in Victoria. But that's for another episode.
That's for another time. But
I might rant a little bit on that one.
Oh, let's move on.
Probably a good idea.
All right. So this is the price chart of how this property went.
Yes. Where did we buy?
We bought around here.
I think we paid, was it $300,000? I think it was.
Yep. Which was pretty cheap. I mean, where can you find a $300,000 house nowadays?
Wendouree.
Yes. Good point.
For good reason.
Well,
but look, we had a good sort of paper increase there.
Yes.
And we did refinance this one to buy another property at about that 400-ish mark, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think we did well in that regard, in that we refinanced at the right time and extracted that cash for the next property, which is great.
For sure. And we'll have an episode on that one coming up, the next property that we bought with the refinancing of this one.
Yes.
So stay tuned.
Absolutely. Stay tuned and subscribe. Thank you.
Please give us a thumbs up. What do they say? What do the kids say these days? Smash that like button?
Yes. Smash it. Don't just click it. Smash it.
Smash it.
And
smash it like it owes you money. All right. Enough of that.
And
so we refinanced.
I was going to say that the not so great news was that we sold around here where it dropped a bit.
Dropped quite a bit because we didn't get anywhere near what that chart is saying there.
So we sort of materialized the property at a lower price than what we refinanced, which meant that we were, I guess, once you factor in all the cost of acquisition and disposal, we were out of pocket.
Stamp duty, land tax, all that sort of stuff.
Yes.
We were out of pocket, yes.
So all in all, the lesson here is have your learnings, take your learnings, learn from others, but don't give up and
don't give up.
Don't not try.
Definitely give it
Double
a go. 'Cause
negative.
do you remember how happy we were when we bought this property?
Oh, so excited.
We
We
thought
got
we'd
to our
made it.
first investment.
Oh, baby, we're investors. We're
Yes.
property investors now.
Mom and dad investors now.
Mum and dad investors. Yeah, we were pretty proud of ourselves, pretty excited. It certainly didn't show the returns and the profits that we were sort of hoping for, especially in the Victorian property market. You hear all these stories of people getting loaded off one investment, but that definitely wasn't us. But it did give us quite a spark there to realise that we can do this. We're just a normal mum and dad, and you can buy an investment property.
That's
Or
right.
as you'll see in future episodes, multiple investment properties in
Yes.
various different ways. But getting back to the point, this property really is what kickstarted us in our journey and all the things we've done. And I don't regret buying it because it really did give us that real sort of kick of enthusiasm to be able to buy property and be
And
able
it gave us that leg up
It did.
into the next property,
Yep.
even if this was classified as a failure. It wasn't really a failure because it helped us with the next step.
depends how you look at it. But yeah, I like the optimism.
Yes.
Good optimism. All right.
So-
Speaking of optimism, we're hoping that you might subscribe and like and follow us on the next few
Smash it.
episodes. Follow us on the next episodes.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.